So your philosophy is based on a lot of education. You're not just flippantly saying, I don't understand, I'm not going to do it. You've studied it and you've made the decision. And I remember, again, more that 2006 time when you were being very entrepreneurial, that you had your hand in multiple businesses, right? And again, a temptation.
Another lesson learned.
Temptation for entrepreneurs, they start making money, and now the door, the phone's ringing, the door's knocking, a lot of hardship cases, a lot of almost get rich quick type cases. So you did back off some of these businesses. Just too much of a brain fry.
That's two hard learned lessons. If somebody wants to get them earlier than I got them by watching or listening to this is valuable. So when I came back from Waco after doing a turnaround for Paul J. Meyer's company, and I did a bunch of angel investing and invested money into other people's companies.
Right.
And I will no longer invest in anybody else's company, period. It's just the hard no on all. If I am not involved in the business and don't have control over its greater success, I'm not investing in anybody else's companies. The chances of success are so slim, and your ability to affect whether it's successful or failure is out of your control. In my personal, the way I think, operate, and live, it isn't worth the stress. So I don't invest in anybody else's.
And so
company.
back to that hard no, again, if you were open, that'd be 10 hours a week of just looking at deals, or 20.
Right.
So having a hard no also saves you a lot of time.
Undoubtedly. So I won't invest in anybody else's companies is one hard learned lesson. The second one is I will never have partners again. Now I'm talking 50-50 partners.
Right.
I might have one of my key players, have a equity stake, or I offer growth stock to all of my team members, but I'm in control. Right. I will never have 50-50 partner relationships again. And I had to learn that the hard way. And I had some excellent partner relationships, but I had some horrible ones as well. And partnerships, it's not a matter of if, it's only a matter of when. When you have two human beings who are living two separate movies, two separate lives, there's going to come a point, even if there's a love fest in the beginning and you agree on everything in the beginning, there's spouses, and then there's in-laws, and then there's, greed, and it's not a matter of if, it's only a matter of when that it's going to go bad. So and a lot of times people choose to do partnerships because of fear.
Right.
They don't have the confidence enough to do it themselves.
Exactly. Or they're wanting kind of something for nothing. It's back to, I'm hoping to get more than I can give.
Right.
So
I want to ride on your bandwagon and your coattails. And
I'm in agreement. And here's the other thing. And I have several people I give this advice to. They have a company, they have a great team, and they feel like they have to attract people by giving them equity. And as you know, at my company, I had profit sharing. And I had some $15 an hour people making six figures through profit sharing, but they weren't equity partners.
Right.
And what happens, people, get cancer, people go through divorces, things happen. And again, there's legal things that can happen. So I'm a big believer in profit sharing.
I agree.
And things like that.
Wholeheartedly.
But, and the thing is, when you own the company, you're going to have to deal with the bad, right? The good and the bad. Sometimes these partners won't deal with the bad.
Right.
You're the only one writing the check when something bad happens.
Right. I hope people hear that.
I do too.
Because
it's huge.
They get into partnerships because they think it's going to be.
But it's usually a little bit of a greed factor. They want something for nothing, right?
Or fear. Yeah. It's greed or fear.
Greed.
There's fear. I don't think I can do it myself, so I feel.
It's very similar to the joint venture conversation we had, right? You're hoping to get something more than you have confidence you can build on your own.
Right. True. Yeah, but the dynamics of the psychological, emotional dynamics over time of a partnership is undoubtedly going to go bad.
Be the exception.